Thank you all for being here today. For those of you who don't know, I'm Anne Houtman, the president of Earlham College. And this convocation is called to matriculate you into Earlham College, which means to officially recognize your entry into the Earlham academic community. So, welcome matriculants to this matriculation convocation on the occasion of your matriculating into Earlham. And at this time of year, every year for 172 years, students have matriculated into Earlham. And then they've gone on to do great and wonderful things. And I know you will also go on to do great and wonderful things. And 170 some years from now, I hope students in Earlham's 350th matriculating class are being welcomed, likely by another president. So what I'd like to ask us all to do now is, in a quicker manner, take a moment of silence to reflect on the momentous day we have here. Thank you. Okay. On behalf of the staff, faculty, and student body, I am delighted to welcome you to the Earlham community, to the Earlham family. This ceremony officially kicks off a new chapter in your lives. Tomorrow, you'll wake up to a whole new world, and you'll be amazed at the possibilities before you. And I'm just talking to the parents in the room. I have a fan in the front row. This is awesome. This ceremony, But students, let's talk to the students for a minute. Students, this really is just the beginning of what we consider a lifelong relationship. While you're here, you'll face challenges, but we know you can meet them. You've demonstrated that you can work hard and you can persevere, otherwise you wouldn't be here. While you're here, you'll learn and you'll grow academically and professionally. But you'll also make great friends, you'll enjoy fun activities, and in many ways you'll have the time of your life. I think most people here can agree they can still have vivid memories of their college years. It's a great time. Every single member of our faculty and staff is committed to seeing you succeed. So that's what makes Earlham the special place it is, because every single person here considers themselves a teacher and a learner. So you'll be awakening the teacher within you. Our mission is to offer you the highest quality undergraduate education in the liberal arts and sciences, grounded in the Quaker values of integrity, equality, and community. With that foundation, we see our students go on to wildly successful and fulfilling lives and careers. And just like the more than 40,000 Earlham alumni who've come before you, you have made a great choice in selecting Earlham. And we've made a great choice in you. Today's an important day. It may feel a little overwhelming right now. You're still getting settled and finding your way around, all the while meeting a lot of new people. But take a deep breath and enjoy this moment. Let's all take a deep breath, actually. It's going to be great. Students, today you take your first steps on a path of lifelong learning, and this path is not going to end at graduation day. In fact, commencement day is really just a way station. You'll be learning and discovering for the rest of your lives. And today, you're joining an active and talented intellectual community surrounded by smart, creative, and driven people, outstanding professors, and caring staff. We are all on that path of lifelong learning with you, and we'll be cheering you on, lifting you up when you stumble, and supporting you all the way. You'll be part of this community for the rest of your life. It's an amazing opportunity, but it's also a major responsibility. It's a responsibility because from now on, you represent Earlham College, and by extension, all of your classmates, future students, and alumni. As a Quaker institution of higher education, every member of our community commits to upholding our principles and practices, which is a statement of our guiding values for the Earlham community and the foundation of all Earlham policies. Those values include respect for all persons, integrity, a commitment to peace and justice, simplicity, and community decision-making. We believe diverse communities are strong communities, and so we strive in all things to be inclusive. One of my favorite things about Earlham's principles and practices, which is based on Quaker faith and practice documents, is the use of queries to help challenge each of us to be our best selves. So, for example, it's easy for people who care deeply to find ourselves in heated discussions. I ask myself then, when I express my disagreement, do I do so explicitly and respectfully? And integrity is critically important as a member of an intellectual community that also strives to be affirming. Do I seek ways to be open to others' opinions without weakening my commitment to critical thinking, intellectual rigor, and truth-seeking? Later today at 2 o'clock, our new students will be introduced to the principles and practices, and parents, you can find the principles and practices, say that 5 times fast, principles and practices on the Earlham website. Now, besides being a member of the Earlham community, you're also now, students, a professional in your chosen discipline. True, you're a student professional, a professional in training, if you will, but you're a professional, and therefore we expect you to uphold the highest professional standards. A member of the Earlham community and a professional in training, together these mean that you must strive to demonstrate honesty, integrity, civility, and mutual respect in all of your interactions, both at Earlham and anywhere else you may find yourself. I am personally honored and excited that you've chosen Earlham College. I look forward to working with you. Welcome to Earlham College. Welcome to the path of lifelong learning. Welcome to our community, and welcome to our family. And now to formally present the class of 2023 and our transfer students, please help me welcome Mr. David Haase, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Mr. Haase.
Thank you, Anne, and good morning. Good morning. Although we have met many of you during the college search process, it's always a pleasure to welcome each new class and finally meet all of you face to face. You are indeed an extraordinary group. Of the approximately 3.5 million high school graduates this past spring, about 2/3 enrolled in college. Only a small fraction of those met the high standards necessary to be admitted to this college. You've worked hard to get where you are today. You should celebrate that and be proud of it. With students arriving on this campus from 29 states and 33 countries, you reflect the geographic, ethnic, religious, and racial diversity that has long made the campus a distinctive place to live and to learn. About 26% of you are from an international location. Another 36% are domestic United States residents who are students of color. More than 35% of this class identifies himself as being the first person to go to college in their family. 10% of you are comprised of what we call legacy students. That means a direct relative who went to Earlham College. And 4% identify as Quaker. Oh, and yes, women, you outpace the men 60% to 40%. This is a very, very diverse higher education institution. In fact, out of the 4,300 colleges and universities of every strata and type in this country, we're in the top 5, the highest percentage of diversity. Don't you think that reflects the way America is? This is what it's supposed to be about. Yes. Earlham College is one of the most diverse college universities in the nation. It is a model for higher education and an example for the rest of our country. From right around the corner in Richmond to all over the world, that we can come together for a common purpose. To live, learn, and grow within a community that places a very high value on peace. And to give you an idea just how diverse this college is, consider this: of this incoming class, you are from, take a breath, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, my home state of Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, the state of Washington, and Wisconsin. Part A. Part B is, if you're not from the United States, you have come and joined us from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Colombia, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Georgia, Germany, Ghana, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Japan, Kazakhstan, Lesotho, Mexico, Moldova, Nepal, Nigeria, Pakistan, Palestine, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Singapore, South Korea, Spain, Swaziland, Turkey, the United Kingdom, Vietnam, Yemen, Zimbabwe, and 4 of our students claim dual citizenship between the United States and Cambodia, Canada, Ireland, and Turkey. Now there's a party of people. Okay, have I missed any one state or country? Please shout it out. Got it right, boss. All right. Okay. One of our new students, you also have very diverse interests. And you've been busy outside the classroom as well. Please know that I purposely am not going to give you examples of athletic accomplishments. That would mean half the class and would take too long. So we have a great respect for our student athletes. But this is a little different focus. Here's some examples of what you've been doing. In light of the school shootings that have been going on in the United States, one of you decided to lead a peaceful walkout in memory of the victims of the many mass shootings in our country, and also to bring further attention to gun violence. Another student is the head coach for the Special Olympics men's gymnastic team in Minnesota. Okay. There's about 9 more, so hang on. You might want to. One of our students not only served as Indiana State Director for a national youth political organization called Next Generation Politics, she also sat on the organization's national board as an officer. Another managed the campaign of a winning candidate for local school board. He was also featured as a speaker at local Friends meeting and as secretary of the Young Democrats of Wayne County. Oh yeah, he's a 3rd generation Earlhamite. Okay, another one of you was involved in a lot of community work. I suspect most of you were. And this person in 11th and 12th grade served as a youth mentor, serving food, tutoring, and gardening with immigrant and refugee families and making back-to-school kits for kids. One first-year student's greatest passion is computer graphics and 3D modeling. He wanted to make video games and add 3D assets to that game, so he taught himself how to do 3D modeling. This has inspired him to pursue a career in computer graphics. And whoever you are, I know who you are, but I didn't share your name. We have a great esports facility in the Student Center. I hope you visit and draw people in. Another one of you is an international men's apparel model and was nominated as a teen idol at the 2018 Asian Games. What do you know? You know? A student participated in the Trefoil Academy, Imagery and Sorcery. I know I see his t-shirt over here. It is a short-term summer residence camp that is completely run and operated by unpaid volunteers from around the world. This camp is a live-in-action role-playing, or LARP, experience. I learned something. With LARPing, participants physically act and pretend to be their fictional characters as they seek to achieve a series of goals within a fictional setting represented by the real world while making believe with each other. Another student worked in the youth program with the Iroquois National Wildlife Refuge located in western New York. Two more. Another student, I feel like such an underachiever. Another student served as the principal viola of the Maine Youth Rock Orchestra, a touring ensemble that has played 49 shows in 8 states for over 39,000 fans. She balanced this commitment with a challenging academic program in a rigorous private high school. Her teachers in their recommendations noted her ability for detailed and nuanced literary analysis, as well as the curiosity and commitment to learning she displayed when she built and regulated a replica Amazon River Basin ecosystem in a tank. Whoever's living room that was, God bless you. Okay. Finally, one student founded her school's Latinx club and recruited students to organize fundraisers and events in her own community. In concert with this group, she worked to bring Latinx Leadership Summit to her school. With Amigos de las Americas, she traveled to Esuero Peninsula in Panama with a team to participate in a community health project, some youth leadership activities, and rebuild a playground. Wow. Let's give a round to our teachers. I was a marching band nerd, that's all I got for you. Okay. I'm really sorry time does not allow for me to mention all of your achievements and special accomplishments, but please know we look forward to learning more about you in the days and weeks ahead. Earlham is only as good as the people that form this special community. That is why we take our admissions process so seriously. From the global pool of high school graduates and transfer students that met our standards, we have selected those who will not only succeed here, but will help others succeed as well. So, I encourage you strongly to share your talents and skills with other people, and be willing to challenge your understanding and beliefs of the world and its problems. Make a sincere effort to identify and examine and manage your own beliefs so that you can enhance communications with those who come from a different place or perspective from yours. That's what's unique about Earlham. That's what we embrace. And always remain open to the opportunities that surround you. And with that, parents, please stay seated, but all new students, would you please stand? Stretch it out. There we go. Parents, family members, faculty, and staff, before us today is the future of Earlham College, and of our country, and of our world. The late John Lennon, a former member of the Beatles, wrote a song called "Give Peace a Chance." You get to do more than just write and sing about peace. Through your skills and your knowledge and your attitude of caring for a world that needs more Earlham graduates now more than ever, you actually get to do something to make peace a reality. President Anne Houtman, Dean of the Faculty, Rebecca Thomas, on behalf of the Office of Admissions, I present to you, the faculty and the staff, and the Board of Trustees of Earlham College, the class of 2023 and new transfer students of 2019.